We had a nice, long, lovely conversation, and I feel like I could talk to you forever, Jim. But there's a lot of information to come your way, so I'm just gonna say hello. I can't wait to meet you in person, give you a hug, and congratulations again.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for. She kept calling me, like 8 or 10 times. When are you gonna answer the phone? Okay, keep going to voicemail. He try to ignore me. Okay, he won't call me back. Okay, he won't respond.
You're like,
Anyway,
what's this spam call? Not spam.
I did
All
say
right.
that. Yeah.
So let me just kind of give a little bit of an explanation about the Leadership Awards Luncheon and what that looks.
Yeah.
So date-wise, Sunday, June 4th, as you've already heard.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually hosted at the Dulce in Chicago. So it's this really beautiful restaurant. It's got a nice rooftop.
Okay.
It's a really great space. We work with the chefs there, CJ Jacobson and Eric Santoyo. So there are host chefs, and they're collaborating actually with a local Chicago chef, Eric Williams, who was the best chef last year for the Chicago region. So it's going to be a really awesome menu. I've already seen a peek of it. It's going to be a yummy lunch experience there. So it's about a 12 p.m. guest arrival.
Okay.
We have a small hour reception with some light bites. And then we do move into the seated luncheon. And so it's a seated luncheon with a awards presentation happening. So you'll be seated at a table enjoying your meal while the awards are given out.
Mm-hmm.
And that's about a 1 p.m. start. And then the event concludes around 4 p.m. The actually probably a little bit earlier than that. It's not a super long ceremony, but you are one of 6 leadership winners this year.
Wonderful.
So how that experience kind of rolls out. So the video tribute Intersports Creating will be played on stage prior to the presenter bringing you on stage. And I actually will pause there on the presenter front. We normally like to bring in a presenter to present your award that has some kind of connection to you or to the work that you're doing that you feel like might be a really great representation of what you're doing. And I know, so like, for example, Eric Allen, she, had a, actually can't remember. She had Eric Williams last year present her award, which is ironic, but both those names are all connected. So she thought that would be the best person to present her award and just represents their work. So I'll pause there. Have you thought about this at all? I know this is probably the first you've heard of it, but does anyone come to mind when I kind of bring that idea up?
Well, my first thought, even without mentioning, Erica and Eric, would have been Erica. Okay.
Yeah, Erica. Okay.
We've been, corresponding about numerous things that we're mutually involved in, and we correspond, fairly often anyway. But I know that she, like me, she travels a lot, and don't know what her, summer schedule is. She was in Mississippi here about a week or so ago with a young brother named Malcolm, who was part of our, Growing Power effort. But that would be my first thought, to make it, easy on people. I could think of other people that don't live in Chicago. If it wasn't her, I would say maybe her dad, Will, up in Milwaukee would be a second thought. I got a chance to hang out with them. I'd met them, back in 2007 maybe. Then we all hung out in Italy at the Slow Food Terra Madre gathering, and had a wonderful time there. And then we went on to join in together in this 6 or 8 years of the Growing Power, gatherings that were just incredible. Anyway, so that'll be my first 2 thoughts. And if those don't work out, I can go down the list. And
I think that, honestly, that sounds perfect. Once I heard you bring up Erica, now that's why her name was in my head when I gave that example. So I think that actually would be an awesome fit. She's local in Chicago. So it probably would be easy for her. But I'll take this idea back to the foundation just to make sure this sounds all right with them. And then we'll handle reaching out to Erica and seeing if she can join us.
Okay, great.
So presenter will